what commonalities did you see in them? Is there something that, I mean, I know everyone should buy that book and read it, but if you had to say in a minute or two or three or four or five or 10, what commonalities you've seen in people that really make them successful, and what did you personally learn from that experience that you had?
So I'm going to share two amazing stories around the breakthrough. The first was, it's a book about 11 people, Willie, who began their life from nothing. And when I say nothing, we usually imagine that it's just money. But nothing could even be lack of confidence. Nothing could even be a parent missing. A lot of nothings were there. And how these guys and girls, these 11 trailblazers, as I call them, how did they find their path where today, at least in their city, they are seen as the benchmark, the role model. And the best thing about these 11 is, it's not just that they're successful in a way that the world understands success, but they are also holistic humans, where what I see is that they take care of their health, they have beautiful relationships, they're all spiritually aligned. So these are the kind of people I wanted for the book, and their story has been amazing. So a little anecdote is that I told all these 11, after I identified them from a huge list of people, I was like, I'm not going to do a conversation over coffee with you. The only way I'm going to do this is I'm going to come and live with you. If you allow me to live in your house, watch everything, absorb, talk to your cook, talk to your dog, talk to everyone and gather stuff, that's the way we'll be able to create a real beautiful book. And they agreed. So it was amazing. The one commonality that I find among all these 11 is a beautiful concept, okay? So there's this concept that I learned it from my guru Mahatria. It's called the imaginary finishing line, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, imaginary finishing line. So the whole concept goes like this, that when we're walking through life, right, there comes a point where we feel it's a finishing line. And a lot of people believe this is the finishing line and they stop. Whereas the people who know, hey, this is not the finishing line, this is just an imaginary finishing line, they cross over, and that's how they become great. Okay? So a lot of people in their life, I mean, I'm sure, Willie, you'd connect to this. There may be a time in your life when you're feeling very sleepy in the night. Okay? And you have a little work to be done, but you're very sleepy. Suddenly, you cross over a threshold and now you're not sleepy anymore. Has that happened to you?
That has.
Or you're
That
running, or
has.
like you're a biker, right?
Yeah, that
You're
has.
biking and you feel, okay, now it's enough. But something tells you, no, go a little beyond. And you go, and that turns out to be the best bit of your ride.
Yeah.
So that's the imaginary finishing line. All these 11 people, Willie, somehow knew that every time it looked like an end, it was just a bend, and they kept going. And I think that has been that one common trait that's got all these guys beyond anyone else in their respective fields. So going beyond the finishing line is what I think would really work for people.
That's just
And
amazing.
yeah.
I mean, there is this whole theory in marathons. They say that when you think that you're done, you're finished, you're over, your body is telling you to stop, don't run any further, don't pull a muscle, don't do anything. Researchers said that I think you're only 40% spent.
Yes. Yes.
And you can actually push through, but it's real, yeah. You really feel that you just can't go on.
Yes.
And imagine if you're just 40% spent. What is the amazing possibility that lies ahead of that imaginary line?